this stuff all works as long as the audience can find some logic for it. You know, that's why I wanted to do that. Just that little transition from the ghost at the top of the stairs to just for a moment the beast. Ghost stories usually avoid seeing ghosts. And when they do see ghosts, they're three-dimensional and they're real people. I thought, well, this is a real golden opportunity to do a spirit coming down the stairs for the first time. But we shouldn't see his face, though. We should never see his face. Just the feeling of the body and the arms coming up.
Yeah.
And it's as if he's going to, this thing is growing out of her, and it's getting larger and larger, and the shoulders are almost going up to the ceiling. Just when you begin to see the fingers, it goes whoosh, breaks up like blowing a smoke ring apart in the air, and then goes shooting up into the area by location.
In your usual ghost stories, you have a haunted mansion, creaking doors, strange sounds, that kind of thing. But we wanted our setting to be very normal. And Stephen then set the story in a very normal, everyday situation.
This sort of based the lifestyle on a lifestyle I'm familiar with, growing up in suburban Phoenix, Arizona, in tract homes, with cul-de-sacs and two-car garages. And this suburban lifestyle breeds a certain kind of individual.
Steve Freeling is a real estate salesman, and his wife Diane, and the kids, Dana and Robbie and Carol Ann, you know, that normal kind of family, that family existence, the day in, day out, get ready for school, come home, the Dana's dating, you know. And then the amazing thing is what comes into their lives. It's total disbelief, because you can't see it, you can't feel it, you can't touch it. You know, it's one of those, what do you say, it's so hard to get your hands onto, you know, and it drives you insane.
Right.
That's much like better than one of the...
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
Lifting off the wall.
It should be right from the heart of this beast, right out to grab him. This is great, because it's almost a side angle. You'll see it real well in this last shot.
Okay, the other thing is on this arc light and coming up through the throat.
Yeah, the strep throat light.
Yeah.
If it's real dark, this sinister tendril coming out of nowhere, I think you'll see it real well against the right mouth and real well against the pink walls. The special effects are all being done by Industrial Light and Magic, the operation that George Lucas owns and finances up in Northern California. We're blazing all sorts of new trails.
Yeah, I'm just going to use my feet. Then I feel stronger standing than sitting down. The shoes is folded down right together to the ground. Right here. Is there enough strain? Yeah, really good.
The miracle of Poltergeist is that the film was finished ahead of schedule, being as complicated as it was. It was hard to make because it was a special effect in every sequence. Not just an optical effect, but a practical, mechanical effect. You look at the set and you say, oh, it's a typical suburban household. Why don't you just go out to Simi Valley and shoot the interiors as well as the exteriors? Based on the number of effects, you'll see why we had to go to Hollywood and shoot the old-fashioned way.
We had lots of shots involving complicated setups for stunts and effects. And you just can't go into somebody's living room and tear out the ceiling and tear out the floor to accommodate them.
How's this for the look, boys? Because they can't lean in.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, roll the camera. Real nice. Great.
Anyway, we'll be pumping goo after you start getting a major piece of face off. Right. We'll start with a little trickle when you rip this off. One guy will syringe that in. Okay. And get into that portion. Now you're going to find once the stuff is heated, it's very tender, and the flesh is going to roll and melt under your hands.
Good, that's the great.
It takes out everything in pieces. Plus when we melt it, and the surface will go like gummy, horrible. It's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
There was a lot of special effects, and there was, you know, we had the tree thing, we had the rain, we had the wind, we had this whole thing with the presence in the house, in the closet, the lights, constant lights.
From a lighting standpoint, the most difficult scene became the sequence in the famous or infamous closet, the closet where everything goes into and comes out of, the closet with the spectral light. There were so many lighting effects, strobes and Las Vegas spots and fish tanks of water to give a different kind of diffusion to the beams coming out, and 4 large wind machines and minutia and smoke. It was just to coordinate all that for a simple effect. We just didn't want a light, but we wanted the light to live, to really breathe, and to exude a kind of a personality.
The wires will be underneath though.
Okay.
We're losing water.
Well, we probably could. I'd rather go under the whole curtain if it's free.
But the curtain is below the water. It's below the waterway.
But will that give too much friction?
I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure about that. We'll find out.
All right, let's try it.
You're wet, you know, you're constantly wet, coming to work wet. Hell, I might as well just not have, you know, gone in the shower and just left my clothes on. Driven to work. Many days it seemed like I did.
Start the rain. Okay. Roll the camera.
Every 4th person you know has had an experience of some sort with a poltergeist or a ghost. You just have to ask around, you'll find out.